Deserted island, you get two other comics living or dead to shoot the shit with. Who are you taking?
Don Rickles, Rodney Dangerfield. I say some offensive things on stage. Obviously, I try to do it in a professional manner, an endearing twist. It all has to be endearing and ironic or unfailing. Laughter is so contagious, you know, and the closer you are to somebody, the more likely you are to get that bug. You're seeing a club that's doing everything right. You know, it's not by mistake. Let's make sure people are close together, as close to the stage as you can possibly get. I want them to be able to put their foot on the stage.
This is Rahmein Mostafavi, everybody! Come on! Wow, what a crowd, what a crowd. So, my name is Rahmein Mostafavi. I was born in Iran, so, yep, that's about right. That's good, that's it. That's my superpower. I just ruin comedy shows. That's what I do. A minute ago, you guys are having a blast. Now you're like, fuck, are we stuck in this basement? What's going on? Are there two exits? One exit. Okay. That's what I do, buddy. Those are my stereotypes are awful. I'm violent. That's what I'm supposed to be all the time. We got kebab and murder. Like, that's what we got. I've been Iranian since I was a kid, so I understand everything about it. And then when I was a kid, I used to tell people I was Italian. Honestly, that was what I did. It was bad. Especially when it comes to women, forget about it. I got nothing good. We're supposed to be misogynistic and oppressive and abusive. And if my girl was here now, she'd be the first to disagree with all that if I allowed her to have her own opinions, which I... That's a joke. No. No, my wives are happy people. I wouldn't, I take good care of them. I take good care. It's a fun thing to be from a place where you're supposed to just be mean. It's so weird. I love to play that card. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I love stereotypes. I do. I think they're great. You know, they're fun. Especially when you're in a room of, like, educated people who get it. You know, we're just fucking around, right? And I love it. I mean, universally, the only thing we really don't like are dickheads, right? We don't like dickheads. We don't like assholes. We don't like Koreans. But other than that... You know what I mean? My culture says, people think that, like, if you're born in the Middle East, you're supposed to hate the Jews. It's like... Who doesn't? But I gotta take that. That's on me, though. So annoying, right? Of course not. It's so dumb. You can't hate a whole group of people. It's so dumb. You know, and like, I've dated a Jewish woman, and then, like, everybody acts like, oh, that must have been so hard. Like, why? She was hot. Like, that's what's really important, what people look like, you guys. I don't care what God you believe in. I just care if you have nice tits, you guys. She was great, but a lot of people would do that. Oh my gosh, that must be so tense. Like, we're fucking, it's insane. It's insane. We got along great, you know, and she was great, like, in bed. Like, I've heard this about Jewish women previously, before I was with her, that a lot of Jewish women are great in bed because, like, they're more unbridled, because apparently in Judaism they don't have sin, which is convenient because they killed Jesus, but also good call. But she liked it, you know what I mean? She liked it rough. She liked it, like, if I was a little angry, so she would, like, purposefully piss me off. Good strategy on her part, you know? That's how she liked it. So she knew how to get me too, you know, because she wanted it rough, so she pissed me off. This area, a lot of women will shave it in what's called the landing strip, right? But she would shave it in the Gaza Strip. And it would piss me. You know what I mean? But, like, two-state solution Gaza, too, where it was, like, better access for Israelis to get potable water and trade routes. Oh, I'd get in there and try to take it over, you know? Till she cheated on me. It was pretty good till then, you know? I'll never forget, I walked in on her with another man, a Jewish man, and I walked in and he was in Gaza. I was married for 11 years. Got out of that one. We did all right, though. We did it all right. I was married 11, got 3 kids out of the deal. Did pretty good. We co-parent really well for the most part, And ever since the divorce, I decided to foster dogs to show my kids that love is always temporary. And they get it, I always remind them, your mom was the first bitch we fostered. Don't ever forget that. Huh? Yeah. No, I'm teasing. Women get sensitive about that joke. I'm teasing. No. We put her down. It was tough call. Had to do it. She had a limp. I'm gonna make it. No, she's a good mom. She really is, and we co-parent really well. We got these. We got 3 boys at home. I'm raising all boys. 3 boys, all teenagers. It's insanity. It's insanity. Some of you got kids out there? Yeah, you got the children. Yeah, what you got?
4-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old son.
Going okay for you so far? You don't like the 1-year-old? What's not to like about a fucking 1-year-old? Was he a Republican? Like, what's wrong? This fucking kid, he keeps shitting his diapers. What the fuck? I mean, he's 1. He should not be. What don't you like about him? He just cries a lot? Grumpy?
He's not our daughter.
He's not your daughter. Well, they can change that these days. You could, switcheroo. You know what I mean? Yeah. You can get those built on now. Pretty good. Pretty good. I got 3 boys. 3 boys. And they're great, to be honest. They're great. My 14-year-old, though, over the pandemic, I caught him looking at pornography 3 separate times on the internet, you guys. 3 times. Yeah. Because he's stubborn, like a lot of kids. Doesn't matter how many times I tell him to stop looking over my shoulder. This son of a bitch. It's persistent. I'll say that. Yeah, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He did do a Google search for porn at one point, and I caught him. Like, I didn't know where he was. I didn't know where my laptop was. I found him. His little feet were sticking out under the futon, and immediately he was looking at porn because that's my spot. And I had to pull him out, and he was quick. He closed all the windows. I had to do a Google search history to look at what he was looking at, and I'm like, oh my God, he's standing right here. I'm seeing like the pictures he's looking at and all the videos that he's seeing. He's 14 years old. I'm like, oh my God, I'm so uncomfortable. He was uncomfortable. I said, buddy, we got to talk about this, but I'm going to need you to, like decompress. Let's chill out. Let's leave the room for like 7 to 9 minutes and then come on back in here. Because we got to discuss this, It was just different. Like, my conversation with my son about, like, sex was so different than my dad's, based on his exposure, I had the JCPenney magazine in the bra section, and that was, like, all I ever knew about it, And my dad talked to me about puberty and the differences between boys and girls, but my son, based on what he'd seen, I had to be like, hey, kid, not everybody's going to want to shit on your chest, okay? That is, oh, man. Yeah. You're going to need to go to Baltimore for that treatment. That is unique. I got to tell you, that is unique. That is not how babies are made. Here's the thing about Gen Z. You guys aren't raising anybody else raising the Z with me? Anybody raising the Z? There's some Z raisers. We got teenagers. Yeah, right in the mix. Boy, girl. 2 girls. At least that's how they identify, or whatever the fuck. I got those too. It's just like a generation of white kids that were like, we don't have any problems. Let's make some. Like, we are bored. Let's make more genders. Okay. Like, I don't care. I don't. It's like, it's your world. You want to fuck with it? Go for it. I don't care. It's fine with me. I don't care. I'll respect it. Like, I'm not going to respect it, but I'll respect it. Like, that's all I'm going to give you. Here's the thing about Gen Z, guys, if you don't know about this. None of them are straight. None. Zero. In fact, if you're straight, you got to come out to your friends. And they're like, it's okay. You'll learn to fuck other people. Don't worry. It's okay. Which is fine. I don't care what my kids fuck. I'm never going to be there. Which is what's so weird to me about, like, coming out, like, telling everybody, like, why are you telling me? I'm your dad. I'm never gonna be there. Ever once when you come, will I ever be in the room? And if something happens one day where I am, things have gone completely awry. You understand? So you don't need to tell me, of all people, your sexuality. It doesn't matter to me at all. But like being not straight is one Gen Z qualification. The other one is you gotta always talk about how much anxiety you have. You gotta do that all the time. Not straight, totally anxious, Gen Z. In fact, the more not straight and anxious you are, that makes you cooler these days. That you got like 6 antidepressants. That's the new captain of the football team, you guys. That's everybody's like, oh man, I want to suck his dick, you know, or her dick, or their pussy, or whatever. I don't know, whatever they're putting their mouth on. But it's fine. I don't care. They're all into gender, boy. Like, I was at a gender reveal party before the pandemic. A gender reveal. You ever been to one of these things? Some people call them strip clubs. And I'm at this one. It's just one gender reveal after the other, you know. And I'm in the back of the club yelling out, "It's a girl!" You know, just over and over. And they were like, "You can't say that's a girl. You don't know how she identifies." And I was like, "I identified it. It was right here in my face a minute ago. I have seen that before. That's a vagina, you know." And they said, "Yeah, but you don't know how she identifies. You know, that's just a vagina. That doesn't mean she identifies." You know, and I was like, "Well, it doesn't change anything for me. That's an internal decision, and I'll respect it. But like, that doesn't change what I'm attracted. I'm attracted to what I see, and I'm seeing titties, right?" So, with all due respect, if one of those strippers had been like, "Hey, buddy, my pronouns are he and him," I'd have been like, "Okay. How much for a hand job, bro?" Right? Like, it's not changing anything. And a hand job? Everybody's got hands. Everybody's got a butthole. Let's do it. Let's fucking just come. It's fine. Gender's so silly. My son came out to me as a new word I'd never heard before. He said he was pansexual. I'd never heard it. I'm sick. Some of you are probably more hip than me. I hadn't heard it. First, when he told me, I was like, "Buddy, you don't need to come out as a guy that jerks off to Peter Pan." Like, that's... I'm more hook sexual myself. More options, you know what I mean? But turns out pan is all the things. It's Latin. All, like Pangea. You know, my son was telling me he'd fuck anything. That's what he was saying. I said, well, maybe. It could be that you need that label. Or perhaps you're a 16-year-old boy, right? Because I was 16 at one point. I'd have fucked anything too, by the way. Anything at all. Anywhere I could have put my dick, that was my sexuality. You understand? I'd have fucked this mic stand. You see this hole? I just... Now I gotta come out as mic stand sexual. You guys, I gotta... You fucking kidding? 16, you fuck everything. I fucked a teddy bear. Anyway. A teddy bear. He's a good kid. He's in the LGBTQ club at school, you know. He's over there doing it. And when he first told me about it, I was like, buddy, great. You're an ally. I'm an ally. I'm proud of you. Get in there. And he said, no, Dad, I'm one of them. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I've never seen you, flirt with a boy. Or, And he said, no, Dad, my last 2 girlfriends were bisexual. And I said, that's not how gay works. Did you know that? In fact, I think that makes you more straight, by the way. I think that's not part of the mission, my boy. That's not... You doubling down on your odds of having a threesome does not make you brave. All right? That's not it, my boy. Yeah, but he's in there. He's in there. Doing it. Now, my youngest son, he's 13. It's a way, you don't know. I don't know. He has a different energy than his brothers. I feel like one day he and I could have that conversation where he tells me that he's gay, and I am so excited about it, you guys. You know what I mean? Like, unlike you, I don't hate, you hate your child. You hate your child. What's that? Yeah, no, it's hate. It's hate. But my son, I'm excited for him to come out. Like, I want my moment. I want my I love you no matter what moment. Like, I've made it all about me. You guys, I'm gonna be the greatest gay dad ever, or dad of gay kid ever. Things could change. I don't know. But I'm excited. But he's not excited. He's just 13. He's just being his little self. He's out there baking and singing Hamilton songs. And I'm like, I have earned this, kid. Say it. You know what I mean? I've watched every season of Glee. Fuck, come on, man. Out with it, boy. Out with it. Nothing, though. But I'm anxious. And now I think every time he comes to me, it's going to be our moment. Every time he comes to me, I jump the gun and be like, hey, Dad. And I'm like, you're gay. And he's like, I'm hungry. Is it lunchtime? And I'm like, all right, what do you want for lunch, you know? They'd be like, hot dogs. And I'm like, aha, you know. But don't laugh at that one. Don't laugh at that one. He is a good boy. Proud of all my kids. Proud of all my kids. I've raised my boys very open-minded. You know, liberal, I guess, is the word. A lot of people don't like that word, but whatever the fuck it is. I want them to believe that everyone deserves to be happy, regardless of whatever it is they want to do with themselves, you know. We stood strong during the Chick-fil-A boycott, you guys. It was a tough 6 years, but I did. I didn't go to Chick-fil-A for 6 years, you guys. It was hard. Because by all means, they have the greatest spicy chicken sandwich, waffle fry combo on the planet. Do they not? It's amazing. But I didn't go for 6 years because they outwardly funded anti-gay rights, anti-gay marriage, you know, and I couldn't let my money go down the river to something I didn't believe in, so we boycotted. And it wasn't until the Supreme Court said you can marry who you love that I was like, you damn right, I'm going back to Chick-fil-A, like right now, today. You know, and I burst through the doors, gay people everywhere, like, where have you been? I was like, I thought we were boycotting. And they were like, no, that was only you. This place is delish. And I was like, God damn it, what? I went to Arby's for 6 fucking years for you people. You've been having all the spicy chicken sandwich waffle fry combos? I'm out here having roast beef for you motherfuckers? I did. I selected Arby's on purpose because I thought it was not just liberal. I thought it was pro-gay based on my research. Number one, you're never going to meet a straight man named Arby. That is gay-owned for sure. Look at their fry selection. Straight and curly. It's right there on the menu. And they've got the gayest condiment in the history of fast food. Horsey sauce. That's right, you guys. You can't even say horsey sauce and not sound gay, you guys. Be the toughest man in the world and roll in there and be like, I want a roast beef sandwich, large fries, Coke, and some horsey sauce. Just give me the sauce, you guys. You ever had the horsey sauce? Oh my God. Sometimes I open a packet and I just squirt it all over my face. So good. And what's their latest motto at Arby's? We have the meat. That is the gayest shit. We have the meat. Are you fucking kidding me? That's a gay pickup line. You walk into a gay bar and say, we have the meat. You're getting your dick sucked, you guys. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. Trust me on that. We have the meat. I don't know about the we part. I don't know how in reality gay people have sex, but I've seen it on the video. You ever seen a gay porn? Or I don't know your affiliation. Are you you consider yourself a straight enough guy?
Yes.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you know, you ever seen the gay porn? You ever just been scrolling, you know, click on it by accident and watch the whole thing and then like just come super hard? You ever? Yeah. It's pretty good. You ever been like turned on like that where like everything's hot? Like sometimes after you're horny, you're just like, I don't know, fucking dudes are pretty hot, I guess. Like, whatever, I just want to come. Like, let's go. It's not going to make you gay. I'm talking about dudes fucking dudes, you know what I mean? Man fucking. None of that gay shit. Let's go. It's a funny one, you know. It's like, you know, the gay thing is like such a easy decision to just support people's happiness. It's not a difficult thing to do, you know. But religion has fucked it up in some ways, and it's a tough thing to talk about sometimes. But look, religion sneaks in there and kind of ruins I know I come from a part of the world where religion has fucked a lot of things up. I get that, okay? But you know, there are little things here. You know, like we live in this more Christian society here. There are privileges, of course. For example, like you can say "God bless you" out loud in this country, and everyone knows that means "I love you." Wherever you were raised, you know that those words mean "I care about you." God bless you. Have a wonderful day. But it's a privilege to say that out loud. Even I probably never thought about that. And for example, I was in the drive-thru at Chick-fil-A one time. You guys know the Chick-fil-A drive-thru is amazing. You got all those Stepford children out there, all my pleasure, you know. The young man hands me my spicy chicken sandwich waffle fry combo, and as I'm driving off, he goes, "God bless you." And I was like, I didn't sneeze. But I knew what he meant, right? He meant just saying "I love you," you know. But you gotta imagine, like, if I was working at Chick-fil-A and I hand you your spicy chicken sandwich waffle fry combo, and you're driving off, and I was like, "Blessings of Allah be upon you." That's it's a whole other experience. You're not getting a warm fuzzy. You understand? You're gonna pull over and see if I magnetize a detonator to your gas tank, and I'm in your rearview mirror, like, "That's your last combo, you infidel motherfucker." It's a privilege, you guys. It's a privilege. Gets in there sometimes. My dad was a great dad, you know. Damn the stereotypes, you know. My dad was great, very supportive of me all the time. He wasn't into sports at all, and like I mentioned, I'm a big baseball fan, and I'll never forget one time. I never thought about the fact that my dad couldn't throw a baseball. Like, he never played baseball, you know. But there was a father-son game one time. He came out. He was on the mound, acting like he could pitch. It was supposed to be father pitches to the son. I'm at bat, ready. My dad's on the mound, acting like he can pitch. I never thought that my dad can't throw a baseball, but I was certainly expecting that he could, you know, have the basic motion of throwing a thing like a human does, right? But he's on the mound, very proud Iranian man. You know, he's got 3 buttons down and fur coming out like this, you know. He's sitting here, and I'll never forget the motion or the sound he made as the ball came out of his hand. He sits here, and then he just goes, "See-ya!" Like that. "See-ya!" And the ball just like dribbled forward, maybe 18 feet or so. And he's very proud now. He's like, "You don't hit that pitch, boy. You don't hit that pitch." And I was like, "No, Dad, the ball didn't even make it to the plate. That's not good." I didn't know my dad couldn't throw a baseball. But in some cultural irony, he can throw a hand grenade like, holy shit. I mean, accurate, too. Like, you pick the synagogue, he fucking nails it, you guys. Yeah. That's Dad. Yeah, good man. Over the pandemic, I went ahead and got remarried. Second marriage in the bag right now, you guys. Met myself an Iraqi woman, to make matters worse. Well, I'm Iranian, she's Iraqi. We are not flying anywhere anytime soon, you guys. That's not happening. If you're not so much into the apps and you're interested in a Middle Eastern partner, by the way, you guys, you're going to want to hit up, this is where I found my Iraqi wife. You're going to want to hit up the refugee camps. You guys, they are teeming with Middle Eastern women, and it's pretty good. They're desperate. Trouble is they want to move in, like, right away, you know, and it's a lot. It was like her and her kids and her husband. I was like, oh, but I did it. I know that joke makes people uncomfortable. I get to make refugee jokes. That's my N-word. I get to do that. No, I met her on Hinge. You know, after a while, I was on the dating app game for a long time. I was, you know, and at first I got on there when I was about 40. You know, that was late to get in the dating game, right? But at first my bio was like 3 paragraphs, you know, and then I realized my demographic doesn't have time for that shit. They do not. We want to get on there, have a glance, go on a date in real life, and that's it. My bio ended up being 1 word, all caps, just said vasectomy. Like, that's all I wanted you to know. And I wrote it out in all emojis, too. It was like an eggplant and a water splat, pair of scissors, you know what I mean? Problem with emojis, though, is they speak to younger women. And I was not interested in dating younger women. Not that I don't see that they're very attractive. I can see very attractive. It's just I can't date them because they still have these hopes and dreams and shit like that. Like, I don't have the energy for that. You know what I mean? Like, they think everything's going to work out. And I'm like, yeah, you know, not so much. You know what I mean? Like, they're still trying to have a career in whatever they majored in college. And I just can't support that kind of positivity anymore. You know what I mean? They're like, I'm going to be a marine biologist. And I'm like, okay. Like, you're not going to be a marine. Nobody's a marine biologist. What are you talking about? No one's ever. We need to pay the rent, all right? Can we do that? Maybe assistant manager at a Petco. Does that sound pretty good to you? Like, relax while it's dream chasing, you know? That's why I like to date older women. Women, grown-ups, you understand? 35, 40, 45 years old. Women, grown-ups that have given up on all their dreams. Just given up completely. That's what I'm into. You know what I love to date? I love to date a real estate agent. That is the best because there's no way that was their first career choice. You understand? No way. That is a divorced or completely given up category right there. That was no longer hot enough to be a cocktail waitress career. You understand what I mean? That's my woman right there. The problem with older women is they get body issues like a lot of people do. We all do, but for women it's way worse. You know, they get a lot of pressure in that category. And a lot of women in their 40s, they like to tell you what their bodies used to look like. That's their bit. They like to take their shirt off and be like, you should have seen him when I was 22. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was 22 also, and I'm aware that this is not the height of the industry, okay? It's just what the market is currently bearing. So if you don't mind, let's get to it, because you should have seen this thing when I was 22. This fucking thing, it was coming in early, baby girl. But now it's just sort of barely clocking in. So if you don't mind, let's get things going. I got kind of a limited time offer here, you understand? Once we get going, though, baby, we're gonna fuck all night, unless my sciatic nerve acts up, at which point all plans are canceled. You understand? Little ice pack and we'll move on. Yeah, things change, man. Things change. Oh my gosh, they really do change. You guys, who's been married the longest in here? Anybody been married 20 years, 30 years? Anybody? Kind of a late show. All right, not those old fuckers. Yeah. 10 years? Anybody making it 10 years? What's happening in Philadelphia? You guys okay? Back there, how long?
17.
Wow, that's a pretty good run. Where are you? Let me see. Right there, 17 years. Very good, guys. Very good. And that's only married. You dated before that, I assume. You don't look Indian or anything. Yeah. 17 years. Very good. What's your name, sir? David, nice to meet you. I'm Rahmein. A pleasure. David. And the lady? Jasmine. Ah, yes. Very good. David and Jasmine. Nice. David. So I'm going to need your assistance on real quick. Is there like a youngish dating couple that we can educate? What are you guys doing right here? Yeah? Huh? You guys, so is this like first date, second date? What's up?
No, we've been dating
2 years. 2 years. Okay, pretty good. But ever been married? Never been married? Very good. You're 25? All right. Very good, young man. Here's what we're going to do. David, what's your name? Miguel. Miguel. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Cómo está Miguel? This motherfucker, like, Miguel. Yeah. And I'm Rahmein. My name's Rahmein Mostafavi. If you want your name to be Michael, just fucking make it Michael, bro. Like. Anyway, David. So, Miguel here, and of course, Karina. Nice to meet you. Good. Miguel, nice gentleman. 2 years in. Pretty good. Atta girl. So, David, help me out. Miguel, you've heard the stereotype that when you get married, sex life dips off a little bit. You've heard that stereotype?
I have.
Dave? Yeah. David's back there like, I'm getting a hand job right now, bro. What the fuck? Oh, it becomes a struggle. It does. You've heard that. Here's what you haven't heard, and this is what I want to warn you about, young man. If things were to work out, masturbation's going to change. It's going to change. Not the method with which. Proceed as planned. You're doing a great job. But time and place, that's gonna shift, okay? Because like right now, you can't just be caught masturbating. She's gonna be like, "Oh, what are you thinking about?" And you gotta be like, "Oh, I was thinking about you, babe." Which is a fucking total lie. Nobody jerks off to the person they're with, right? That's bullshit, right? But it's different. David's been married 17 years to Jasmine. He jerks off now, it's like he's helping out around the house. You think that Jasmine gives a shit? No! She'll gladly sub it out, not a problem. Kidding me? She'll encourage him, you understand? He's in the restroom for a certain period of time, she'll knock on the door and be like, David, you better be jerking off in there. I'm binge watching Good Girls Revolt, and I don't want you trying to fuck me in the middle of the show. She'll walk in on him, mid-business. He'll be in the shed, wherever he's hanging out, and she'll just walk in. Thank you for taking care of that. You are so sweet. You know I'm busy. Every once in a while, you gotta do it, The ladies appreciate it when it's like taking a load off her chest. Should I high five everybody now? We just fucking high five everybody now? Yeah, load off her fucking chest. Load off her chest. Load off her chest, baby. That's the name of the album. Load off her chest, bitch. Yeah. That derailed. All right. Yeah, it's different. Miguel, you don't speak the Espanol?
Michael, I do.
You do? See. Whoa, relax with all that. Whoa. What? Attaboy. What country do you hail from?
Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Never heard of it. I wish I spoke Spanish, to be honest. I think it's the hottest language. You both speak Spanish? You speak Spanish as well? Wow. Same country? What?
Mexican.
Mexican. Gross. A little bit for everybody, guys. Don't worry about it. A little bit for everybody. I love the Spanish language. In fact, when I was on the dating scene, I dated a Puerto Rican cop, and she reminded me how sexy the Spanish language is. You guys, I love it so much. I remember because I don't speak it fluently. But I took it in high school and college, like a lot of people. But I was a pretty good student, to be honest. I got A's and B's the whole time I was in there. And I'll never forget, we did this exercise where we translated a children's book into Spanish for the simple sentence structure. And that's what proved to me how sexy Spanish is. You can make a children's book sexy? That's amazing. Like, I could read you a whimsical story about a well-known monkey named Curious George. Or I could read you a sexy action-adventure starring Jorge El Curioso. What? That's a fuckable monkey, Miguel. Are you kidding me? You have a summer blockbuster starring Antonio Banderas and Jorge El Curioso with his sidekick, Clifford. El Perro Rojo y Grande. Come on. Sexy. Be proud of that boy. Be proud. I'm glad you guys are here tonight. Appreciate you being here. I'm glad they gave you the night off from the kitchen. I'm kidding. He's a landscaper. Anyway. Come on. Estoy joking. I used to date a lot of black women, Miguel. Like, I love confident women. You know what I mean? I love it. It's become my number one thing, to be attracted to a confident woman. And you're not going to find a more confident woman than a black woman. I don't know why. I've never raised a black woman. I just know that they're all kind of like, you'd be in a room full of women and be like, where are my black women at? Where are my sexy black women at? You're going to get the same amount of applause, you guys. Whereas you could be like, where are my sexy white women at? You're going to get, I'm having kind of a fat day. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel gross today because Scotty bought me this shirt, and every time I wear it, I feel disgusting because Scotty says that I'm a large, but I really feel like I'm a medium. Do you know what I'm saying? And black women are like, fuck Scotty, this shit is delicious. You understand what I'm saying to you? Scotty don't know shit about shit, motherfucker. I love it. I love the way they say the word husband, too. Make you want to be their husband. It's always like HUUSBIN. Like, bitch, I see the way you be looking at my husband. Don't be looking at my husband, bitch. Millennial Lingo's the worst, by the way. Millennial Lingo is so lazy. Right? Not even creating new words, they just misuse words that already exist. There are 3 words that irritate me real bad. Yeah, the first one's the word literally. It's overused and drastically under-enunciated. Even my oldest son will be like, Dad, we've been at the zoo all day. I literally can't even feel my legs right now. Like, I swear to God, feel like I'm gonna die. And everything's epic now, by the way. Everything's epic. Epic used to be like years of an adventure. Now it's like, should've come to that party last night, bro. It was epic. How was it epic? Did you meet a girl and get drunk and then travel to Narnia? Is that what happened? Did you capture the whale? Or no, it was a good party, relax, right? And finally the word random. Everything's random, bro. Random. Nothing happens because you tried when you're a millennial. It's all random. I was talking to a kid at a grocery store. He was working at the deli, right? He goes, and now randomly, I work at this grocery store. I was like, you randomly work at this? Did you rappel out of the sky? And you were like, I work at a deli. Hey! You put in an application, and they called you and interviewed you, gave you a schedule and a name tag. That's a specific occurrence, jackass. I like you put your name under the sorting hat from Harry Potter, and it was like, likes to organize and sweeps the floor. He'd be good at the grocery store. That's not it. What a dick. You guys are sweet. I lost my mom a couple of years ago. She passed a series of health issues, and I know that I'm not the only one that's been through it. It's the fucking worst, right? Really bad, of course. And it's like they're kind of never gone, really. But my mom, what's always on my mind is her laugh. My mom had the greatest laugh that I ever heard. I hope you have similar memories of your mom, or if she's still here, I hope you have a great connection with your mom. It's so important. But my mom had a great laugh, and she was very supportive of my comedy career. She would always come out to shows, and I'd run jokes past her. You know, she liked anything that didn't have to do with masturbation. I'll never forget. In her final couple of weeks, you know, she was doing pretty badly, laying in bed there. And in the last 2 days, she fell into a coma. And I was always silly with her. That was our relationship. So even when she fell into this coma, I decided maybe she could hear me somewhere deep inside. So I would always just be silly with her, making little jokes. And then in the last exchange we ever had, now mind you, she hadn't moved or made a sound in about 2 days. I was in the room with my brother, and I approached her and I said, Mom, Amir and I are gonna go get lunch. You wait here, right? Just a dumb joke. And my mom, from a dead silence, goes, ha. One syllable. And I thought, oh my God, I am so funny, right? Really owned it. Did a great job. But it reminded me of the funniest exchange my mom and I ever had. Years earlier, we were on Facebook together, and it was snowing. Snow was accumulating rather quickly, and I got on there and I made a dumb dick joke. I said, I got 7 inches out here, also it's snowing, right? Dumb joke. And my buddies are making jokes about Jack Frost nipping at my balls and stuff like that. And my mom gets on there like 10 hours later, completely confused. She goes, we don't have much out here. I hope your kids are having fun playing with what you've got. And I was like, holy hell. So I had to get on there and save her, because she was in a world of hurt on my Facebook page. The comics and comedy fans. And I got on there and I was like, Mom, we're not talking about snow. We're talking about dicks. And then my mom, right there on my Facebook wall, goes, I thought so. She said that thing about 7 inches, so I figured it couldn't be you. Philadelphia, thank you so much. Love you. Love you. My man. Thank you, guys.
I have a good idea of where I want to start and where I want to finish. In the middle, it'll move around a little bit. I'm especially excited because I've never performed here. And as a comic been doing it this long, sometimes you get in your head if I'm at my home club or something. But out here, because I know no one's heard these jokes before, it's just I'm free and I can really go. You know, I don't think comedy is much different than an athletic competition. No one's gonna go out and run a marathon just one day. You know, you gotta train. And if you know you have a big race or show coming up, you have to be more consistent with that training. Getting in the gym as our open mics, or lining up more shows, stretching into longer sets. Yeah, just gotta feel greased. You don't wanna be up here thinking. You don't wanna be up here going, what's my next bit, what's my next job? I've been doing it 11 years. I try real hard not to book anything out of town when I have my kids. It does kind of slow me down a little bit as a touring comedian. On a week where I don't have my kids, I'm performing, 4 to 6 nights a week. I hate to say it, sound this old, but like sometimes you see the younger comics talking about like, I'm out here hustling, I'm out here grinding, and I'm like, what do you do? Like, you don't even have a dog. Like, you should be performing twice a night, 7 days a week. Like, I don't want to hear about your grind when I am shuffling kids and dealing with co-parenting, and it's a big, big push once you have kids. I started comedy a little later in life than a lot of people do, and then I think just like the lifetime of experiences and failures, of course, put me in a place where I was ready to just kind of leap and go hard. Pretty much from the jump, I've had just a really good time.